Well, I'm Christian. I don't know if you call me Christian, but I believe in God. So I don't know if I can say that I believe in evolution or not. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it. I don't know. Because I'm not any part of any like formed religion or any formed social religion, so it's hard for me to say that I do or don't believe in it. I don't think I've come to a point in my life yet where I can make an honest, solid judgment on that. No. Well, that kind of ties in with whether I believe in evolution or not. I don't know if I can say that we're going to become perfect, but I think if technology goes any further, we're going to try and make ourselves perfect, which might actually push us too hard and make us actually hurt ourselves. So I think it depends on whether evolution gets any better. I mean, I'm sorry, whether technology gets any better or with whether it just goes like out of whack and pushes us too far.
Yeah, sort of. I'm not really sure, like, about. I haven't really heard that much about it, but the stuff that I do know, it seems kind of true. I don't think it really affects us anymore, like it probably did in the past. Yeah, I do. I think that just things are changing a lot. Yeah, I think they're getting better. Not really, but when I think about it, it seems kind of funny though that that's what it is. That happened, and it's just funny. It's weird.
Yes, most definitely. Like you guys were talking about before, I wouldn't think as much about past evolution as I do about future evolution because with the direction we're all going with like technicalities and stuff, I think that like we're creating a lot of the same problems that we thought that we were solving and like all the pollution, um, overpopulation, and that a lot of it's just going in a really bad direction and I'm scared for the future. Well, I mean, I guess it would depend on if you want to take like the scientific or the other view would really be like the religious view. And for me personally, I take the scientific view, but most of the people I know accept the theory of evolution as something that we're dealing with present, past, and future. So I can't speak on behalf of like the other half percentile. Um, Ignorance maybe, or having faith in something like maybe people are scared of the unknown. Definitely. Um, Evil, no. I think that a lot of it's like good intention, but people are losing it, losing touch of reality in a lot of ways, like just with machinery and like not thinking so much with their minds, more with their hands and like in the whole theory of having everything be like computer oriented or technically produced. Oh no, I think that anyone could most definitely live a life that was satisfactory to them without accepting the theory because like frankly it's just not what a lot of people believe in and even if there's like enough scientific knowledge to prove it true, I mean there's still those people that just don't accept the theory altogether. So I definitely think that they could live life how they'd want to live it and they would feel fulfilled while other people that take like accept it as scientific fact and they feel that they'd be incomplete without having that acceptance, but it's like a total parallel, like you have to have one to have the others.
I believe that there's more possibility of evolution than the creation theory. Yes, I think that I do I do believe it strongly in evolution. I can't say I'm positive that it exists, but it seems logical to me by what I've read. I've read quite a bit on the subject. How do you mean? You mean, do I think, like, if I didn't know about evolution, that, yeah, I think that's possible. Because I think when I say a lot of religion is prejudicial, sometimes people want a simple answer, and religion gives you a simple answer of explaining what you don't know. We have evolution. It says maybe we were monkeys, and it's not as, what's the word I want? It's not a simple solution, and to some people it's unappealing. So I think anytime that we have any new theories, nothing should be suppressed, nothing should be censored. It should be taught to everybody. That kind of theory, where I don't think any particular religion theory should be taught in schools. That should be a private thing. Yes, and as much as I personally like the computer, I think we're evolving too much in many areas. It's scary. When I hear of something like cloning, it scares me. If we know how to bring life, I think we're in areas we shouldn't be. It just scares me, and that might be my own prejudice, where evolution isn't. But I think we're trying sometimes too much technology. You can't say it's always bad, like in medicine, but I can say the cloning theory, the the idea that I could, like if I wanted a child, I could say what what characteristics I wanted this child to have is not good nor healthy, and that could be. I don't believe in a end of the world or but I do think sometimes technology can go too far, and that's an evolution, and maybe let's in another way more mechanical. Let's thinking.
Question? Well, I believe there's a lot of validity to the theory since Charles Darwin developed it, and the scientists certainly pounced on it and directed 99% of their effort to validating that theory uh, rather than to look maybe at a broader perspective in terms of the development of our planet, um, kind of wanting to prove that it was true because it fit nicely with a scientific approach. All right. Uh, Evolution in and of itself is so haphazard, in my opinion, uh, that it lacks a a real direction in terms of a planned evolvement, if I could put it that way. And so I tend to merge a spiritual approach with evolution. I don't see any contradiction between the two approaches. I think the spiritual source, which I believe has to be an essential part of our nature if we're to exist as human beings and not eradicate ourselves, that source is encompasses evolution as a just a general means of development of the Earth, the planet itself, and evolution is the means by which spirit took that approach to evolvement. So I merged in my conclusions for myself. I merged the two together and avoid conflict. Oh yeah, I don't see where it makes any difference to me whether we got a Neanderthal man at so many 100,000 years old compared to one of the others, or well, that's Adam is a reference to a character in a particular Christian belief. You know, um, what I believe is that they can't exist without the spiritual. I don't believe we would have gotten where we've gotten to, nor will we go anywhere without a common sense of spirituality for ourselves, even though we may not care to share that with others or join together in that, although most people seem to want to do that are oriented towards the spiritual. But evolution, whether the fish developed and came upon the shore in a certain manner, or the bird developed in a certain way, I think we can live without the particular details of that. Well, we see that before our eyes every day as we watch. We can't see evolution so well because it's so slow in its own development, and our time frame reference limited by our own lifetimes, as a matter of fact, is such that if we consider our average age at 75 years or 78 or whatever that is, and we're talking about things that have occurred to change creatures on the earth that took millions of years, we don't have an adequate time frame to measure evolution currently as to its real effect. But we certainly can measure spirituality. We can see the difference between each other by how we treat each other as neighbors, as friends, as with human kindness or compassion or any of those things that we ascribe to as spiritual. You see, so the spiritual is really a basic essence to our existence on this earth as human beings, and it even allows us to pursue the course of the study of evolution, because it's through that drawing together through common interest amongst one another that even the scientists gather together to study evolution, you know, and compare notes and develop theories.
What do I think about it? I think it makes sense. I don't have too many feelings about evolution.
Why do you think that? Like, why do you think that is? Why do you think
I've never really pondered it. I've never really questioned it. I think it just, I don't understand how people believe in like the creation theory and that we just suddenly popped out from some higher force, higher power. I think that like if you compare us to other animals, other species, then there's a lot of similarities. No, because I think that we shouldn't really question it. Just it's something that is, and we should be focusing on other things, like the way the world is so fucked up, and how our priorities should be focused on. Yes.
so you're not optimistic about
No, I'm very pessimistic. I don't see how we can continue at the rate that we're going. The earth can't support us the way
you
that
plan
we
on
live.
having kids
No.
because of your pessimistic view of the world?
No. I think for personal reasons, I just don't want them.
You guys don't be by me, okay? Get out of here, you guys. You don't know what's good. You guys are too shy to do it, so just get out. You guys, I don't want you guys to be in here right now because you're too shy to be in this. So, okay, you don't want to be in it, then don't be in it.
Okay, you ready? It's only going to take 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you already know what questions you're gonna ask?
Yes, the first question is, do you believe in evolution?
I do not believe in evolution or disbelieve in evolution. I've learned different theories about the way that world's created. I went to Catholic school for 9 years of my life, where I did learn about the theory of creationism, and then I went to UC Davis, where I learned about
different theories of evolution, Darwin's theory of evolution, and there was some other theory about like jumps and like why punctuated equilibriums like make up like of a missing jawbone or something. So I wouldn't necessarily say that I do or don't believe in the theory of evolution. I have no opinion on it.
You have no opinion on it
But
whatsoever.
I would say I don't have any opinion on it, but I do not believe that that is the theory of the way the world's created. I don't think that I don't believe 100% that's the way. I think I've been brainwashed. I think I've been brainwashed into believing that's the theory. I've heard theories that like we descended from the dolphins. Did you hear that? Have you heard that theory?
You
I've
think
heard
that's
like
better?
no, I'm not saying it's bad. I have no idea. No, I don't. No, I don't think we are actually becoming smarter. I think that the technological advancements are actually making the human race less intelligent, and they're really like breaking down the human interaction. It's really sad. Like just the other day, I was at a meeting because I'm a teacher, and I was at a meeting of like how to like improve technological advances in the educational system by from now when parents have questions, they can call on the website and like they can just look at your picture as a teacher and like find out what the homework assignment is. And I'm not saying I'm against that, but it's just if you really think about it, weird that from now on, I think human interaction is going to be computer interaction, phone interaction, cellular interaction, and it's just sickening that there's not going to be a face-to-face interaction.
Most people about evolution are either for or against it, but you claim that you have no opinion on it. That seems.
I'm not saying I don't have any. I'm not saying I don't have any opinion on it. But as a 30-year-old woman, I don't really feel like I've even got enough information in my own studies, which I've gone to school for 4 years to get my bachelor degree, and I went to school for another year and a half to get my teaching credential. I'm going to law school right now, my third year, and yet there's still nothing to prove the theory of evolution. I'm not saying okay. If you just want me to like give you an answer, even though I don't know anything about it, I'm not going to say I believe in something that there's no facts about. No, no, it's sad. It's like well, the reason why I live my life is because my life is like about a 15-hour day, and it's sickening that people go through their life not even knowing where their life came from or what their life's about. And I do want to know actually where we came from.